Ah! Shit, 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 shit. Run, 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 run. Ah. Oh, it's hard. Catch me. Hide, 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 hide. Stay, stay. Oh man, this is not good. Oh, wait a minute. What time is it? 12:30. Okay, let's do a check. Okay, 12:30. Oh, I'm dreaming. Thank God. Okay. So, here we are. And welcome to my lucid dream. Of course, this is imaginary, but it gives you a feel of how a lucid dream could start. And it was a typical theme, a chasing dream, kind of a nightmare-like. And well, it shows you how lucidity arises. It's just, it was too stressful and too, it was an inner dream side that really would woke me up in this situation. Oh, I really have to get my breath. So, well, because of that inner dream side, I would do a reality check and would have concluded that I'm dreaming right now. So, in most cases, most novice dreamers get so excited that they wake up again. They say, oh my God, this is my lucid dream, finally, finally. And then they wake up and have lost their lucid dream, their precious first lucid dream. So, actually, the first thing that you need to do is keep a kind of a temper on that excitement. And really try to focus and keep your attention to the dream itself. Well, the next thing that is very important, I will show this now. I will put this camera, I think, on here. Yeah. Is that you need to empower your lucid dream. And you do this by rubbing your hands. I say, why should you rub your hands? Well, this is a trick that really empowers the visuals and all the senses you have in your lucid dream and reloads them, so to speak. And it works because when you rub your hands, just like this, you're actually forcing your brain to give more attention to filling in this sensation of rubbing your hands, and because it forces the brain to well, create or generate that sense of rubbing, the warmth and the texture of your hands. It also has to empower all the other aspects of the dream, so the visuals, the audio, the sounds, your breathing, senses, everything. So, to give you an example, this is the dream, the lucid dream. As you can see, it's actually exactly the same as waking reality. Of course, this is a camera, but in the real thing, the lucid dream is exactly the same. So you can hear the birds, you can smell the forest, you see the same sharpness. Of course, if you're wearing glasses, you won't need them in your lucid dream because it's just your own imagination, your fancy. So it's pretty amazing. So it's just like this. So eventually this dream will die, so to speak. And this means that every dream has a kind of a life cycle. Every REM sleep period doesn't have one dream in full length, but has a couple of dreams in that dream period, in that REM sleep period. And it works as follows. As I experienced myself, I call this dream hopping. When this lucid dream or dream just dies, so it becomes black, it loses its visuals, it's getting blurred, contrast fades, it gets dark. But you're still in REM sleep, but just miss out, you don't have the senses anymore to, well, have this feeling that you are present in a world. So it's just black, you're just consciousness, I think, just lucidity, which is an amazing experience, by the way. So you don't have a body, you're just, well, it's just black. But you can remind yourself still of your lucid dream and still say, okay, I know it's all black. I know there's no world. I know there's no world now. I'm just experiencing this blackness. but soon a new dream will arrive, and then I will recognize that I'm dreaming again. So you keep yourself, you sustain your own lucidity, so to speak. And in that way, you can see how a new dream gets generated by your brain, which is an amazing experience. And that's why I call it dream hopping, because you drop from one lucid dream, or hop from one lucid dream to another. So first you see a color, and maybe you hear a bell or a sound somewhere here. Still darkness, but you can see how the brain is actually generating that dream, which is fascinating. So here's a color, a couple of colors, and those colors mix into a picture. And when you have that picture, it becomes larger and it gets more depth to it. Maybe familiar, maybe some movement in that picture, people that are walking. You hear some sounds, nature sounds. And eventually you feel your own body. You feel, hey, I have an arm again, I have a body again. And then eventually you step into that picture, so to speak, and you have a newborn dream. And if you sustain your lucidity, a new lucid dream. So it is really necessary for you, when you have a lucid dream, to do a couple of procedures just to sustain your lucidity and get the most out of your lucid dream, to get the quality as high as possible before you even attempt to do the thing you have planned. In my case, flying like Superman and visiting the moon. So the very first thing that you do is, one, don't get too excited. The second one, of course, you do your reality check to know that you're actually dreaming, and you do this check every 5 minutes or so, really to get that intention of being and sustaining your lucidity, because you can lose your lucidity along the way, especially when dreams become, when you experience something emotional in your lucid dream, you can get so involved or immersed in that emotion that you just lose your consciousness. So by rehearsing or telling yourself that you're going to do that reality check every now and then, you just guarantee yourself that you keep lucid. So this is another procedure that you maintain your lucidity. It's a kind of an experiment kind of way. So you're really busy sustaining that lucid dream. Another thing is rubbing your hands, of course. It's also something that you can do immediately after becoming lucid. So don't feel too excited, do a reality check and rubbing your hands to get the most visuals out of the dream you're in now. Just to give you another example, this is the dream. It looks as real as you see it now. Well, example, the dream fades. It goes to die, so to say. So you will see now that it first becomes unsharp. It gets a little bit blurry. Some colors fade out. It doesn't is that colorful anymore. All kinds of things that make the visuals, you can see that it's fading, the quality is fading. So immediately when you see that this is happening, you get your hands together and rub it, and you see that the visuals just come back and it's the same as it would be now. Of course you can't do this forever. The dream eventually will fade out into that blackness. I don't know why, but that's what I'm experiencing. Maybe I expect that blackness and that's why it comes. I don't know how that works, but that's how I experience it. So eventually that dream will fade, and then you have to remind yourself in that intermission, in that interval, that you're still lucid, and you can enjoy the next lucid dream when it arrives. Another thing for dream control is speaking out loud. Of course, dream control, you cannot fly the very moment you become lucid, especially the novice dreamers. It actually takes some practice to become confident and believe in your own, lucidity strength and powers, your magic, to get off the ground, because, for this example, gravity is something that is very core to your existence. You don't experience a world that has no gravity, so to experience that you can fly, you just have to overcome that. And one of the ways to do that is, to imitate a kind of an experience that you do have that relates to flying, for example. So you just imagine you have wings, a bird, for example. So when you're flying like a bird, you can get the experience of that you can fly, that you feel confident that you can fly. And eventually you don't need to be a bird anymore. You can just fly like Superman or whatever you want. So you use kind of scripts, some familiar experience you have in waking reality to develop yourself or train yourself to reach that level of dream control that you want to reach. Lucidipedia.